Okay, I have another original effect to share with you today. As you can see, I have a pair of aces, a pair of fours, a pair of sevens, and then a pair of jacks, queens, and kings, all mixed up here. Now, since we both saw the cards, why don't we go ahead and give them a bit of a mix. One great way to mix cards is just the Klondike shuffle. Probably have seen this before, I imagine. Taking the top and bottom off is one. And now I'm going to do something that I haven't done much on my channel, actually. I'm just putting out pairs, and I want you to tell me how to pick these up. Top center, bottom left, bottom right, okay. Top right, bottom center, then top left. Okay, very good. And here is another fun shuffle. I call it the Bessie 1-1. You take one from the top, bottom, bottom, like that. Now, it looks like the Klondike shuffle, but I guarantee... Whoops, is that one card? Yep. I promise you it's not the same thing. It gives you a completely different ordering, actually. And then we'll follow that up with a left-right shuffle with random stacking decided by you. How would you like these stacks? Left on right? Okay, very good. And now I need you to state some random even numbers between, let's say, 2 and 6, since we don't have that many cards. 4? Okay. 2, 3, 4. What about next? 2. 1, 2. What about next? 2 again. 1, 2. What about next? 4. That's a good thing. I only have 4 left. Great. Now, how would you like these picked up? Top right. Bottom right. Okay. Bottom left. Top left. Okay. Very good. And then I think we'll finish with something called, it's called a Charlier 1. It's a very messy shuffle. You're moving the top and bottom card one at a time, okay? And I can add a link in the description below to the Charlier 1. It's a very useful shuffle. And now to finish, we're going to do something very natural here. I'm just going to push off pairs. Pairs of cards to the table, just like this. Of course, we'll have 6 pairs since we started with 12 cards. And then off to the right, I have a written prediction, as you might imagine. Okay, what does our prediction say here? All of the pairs of cards will match in value. Okay, just think about that. You saw the mess that we started with. No way. And the many choices you made along the way to further mess up the cards. All of the pairs of cards will match in value. Oh boy, let's check that. All of them will match. Okay, very good. We got a couple of 7s. Oh, okay, that's a fail. Darn. Oh, wow, 2 fails in a row. Okay, well, my prediction is, what? Okay, couple of aces, but we still screwed. Oh, couple of jacks. Okay, feeling a little bit, okay, feeling a little bit better. But the fact is, we didn't match all of the pairs. Oh, yeah. Wait, sorry, you're right. Except for what? 2 pairs. Is that right? 1, 2. Yes, it is. That's amazing. No way. You're going to tell me what pairs that... Except for the King of Clubs and the Queen of Diamonds and the King of Diamonds and the Queen of Hearts. King of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, King of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds. That is amazing. How could that prediction have been written ahead of time? That is just mind-blowing. Okay, so how is this done? Well, you just begin with the pairs that we have here. They'll work just fine. Okay, so you have your kind of 2 exceptions, and then you have 4 that will match. So what I recommend that you do, just for a nice color distribution, maybe have those like that. That's fine the way it is. That one's fine as well. That one's fine. They're coming off in the way that I pretty much set them up. Okay, so this is great. So what I did was, just to recreate, I had this at the top, the 7s next, the jacks next. Okay, this is just a little bit of setup at the beginning. It takes you about 3 minutes is all. 4s next, and then finally the king and queen. Okay, so what we have right now in the language of the Absolute Math Magic channel, we have an AMP, adjacent mirrored pairs. So these are the very pairs that we're going to reveal in the end. and they include our two exceptions. Okay, so what I did to help hide this structure is I did a mange under, over, and then we'll be ready to start. So I push the top card over, you go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, so this is the kind of thing I actually displayed at the very beginning, okay, and then just pointed out that we had all these pairs, but they're all over the place, right? Okay, and maybe don't show this forever because they might start to see some symmetry here, but now what's really clever about this effect is if all of them match, you would see an obvious mirrored structure here. You can still see a somewhat of a mirrored structure, but our two exceptions throw that off a fair amount, actually. Okay, so you show them that and say, well, since we saw them, so the mange under, over, which is what I just did, that was the prep step, right? You know that? So when I ribbon spread the cards on the table, that's where I really started. That's what you saw at the beginning. And then I just say, well, I think we should mix these cards, Klondike. Now what that does is it brings it back to an AMP. Okay, so we're back to the very pairs that we started with. Okay, so just think about this. Things are in pairs. So one thing that won't make a difference is pushing off pairs. You remember that? You can stack these however you like. Okay, it just changes the pairings. That's fine. It changes the placement of the pairs. Now, this is not known, and I highly doubt is known by anyone because it's just so idiosyncratic here. So if you do a top, this is what's called a Bessie 1-1. Okay, so top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, and the last one goes on top, followed by a left-right shuffle with random stacking. That's the important thing. This will preserve an AMP packet. Okay, so we still have our pairs, as you can see here. Okay. What else did I do? Oh, I had you just give out even numbers. So I just deal those out, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're only left with 2. Drop those. Have the spectator tell you how to pick these up. You truly can randomly, because the pairs have been preserved within each of these even size packets. So we haven't harmed anything relative to that structure. And then I did a Charlier 1. Okay. So it is a Charlier shuffle in which you're moving just one card at a time. A Charlier 1 is equivalent to a 50% packet cut. Well, if you have a packet that is a multiple of 4, which we do, 12 is 3 times 4, and we have these pairs that we want to preserve, a Charlier 1 which essentially cuts the packet in half will preserve all of those, as you can see. Okay, so we really haven't harmed anything. And then at this point, you just put out pairs, and then bring out your written prediction with its miscall and then its correction or update for the exception. Okay, so in some sense, you truly did see the entire outcome of this future event. Okay, very good. Well, thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.